My name is Katya. Today we'll be doing a 60-minute Hatha Yoga flow. If you have any questions during our time, please feel free to use the live chat and I'll try to respond. All right. So if we want to come to our mats, find yourself find yourself in a comfortable seated position, whatever that may be for you. If you're sitting cross-legged, bring your hands either face down on your knees or face up. Or you can bring your hands to center. I like to lay my hands in my lap, my thumbs touching. And inhale deeply and just gently close your eyes. Throughout today's practice, we're going to be breathing in and out through our nose. Try to maintain an awareness of our body. So while we're here right now, go ahead and check in with your body. See if there's any places where you're holding tension, anything that might hurt a little bit today, any part of your body that might feel more tired than usual. Before we get started, I want to acknowledge that yoga is an ancient practice and science that originated in India, and I feel very lucky to have a little bit of knowledge to be able to practice with you today. We'll be practicing asanas today, which are just one limb of the 8 limbs of yoga, and I highly recommend that you do more research if you're interested in it, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Maybe I can recommend something. So as we're sitting in this position, we're gonna inhale and gently exhale and start rolling our neck to the left side. With our breath, inhaling back, exhaling down. Just rolling our neck out. As you breathe, try to breathe all the way down into your stomach. Feel your diaphragm expand. Make room for your lungs. And switch direction. As we're rolling our neck, pay attention to your back. Make sure you're sitting up straight. Your shoulders are in line with your hips. One more breath. To center. The inhale, come straight up. Exhale, you're gonna tilt your head over to the right. Inhale, straight up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale. To the left. Do 2 more. Inhale. The ears are coming down the shoulders. Ears. And inhale, come back to center. Before we get started, we're going to do some little wrist rolls. So go ahead and extend your wrist out and start rotating outwards. Trying to make full circles with your fingertips. And go ahead and switch direction. Now you've given them a little roll, go ahead and place your wrists down on the ground. Palms down with your fingers facing you. Just give them a gentle little walk out. If it's hard to bring them close, go ahead and just bring them a little bit farther out. Try to rotate your arm from your shoulder so that the insides of your elbows are facing straight forward. Come out a little bit. And switch directions. And inhale, come back up to center, extend our arms out in front of us, bring our hands to our shoulders, and inhale, draw a big circle with your elbows. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Keep going. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's do 2 more. And exhale back. And switch direction. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Bring your elbows to touch in front. Inhale up. Going with the flow of your own breath. Two more. And exhale, release. Just give your shoulders a little wiggle. Thank you, shoulders. Great. So now we're going to take our feet and place our feet out in front of us so our knees are up. Before we move on, we're just going to do a really simple twist. So inhale, we're going to stretch all the way up. So we're going to place your left hand behind or to your side and use your right hand to give yourself a little bit of leverage, twist to the left. Inhale, go up. Exhale, release and twist. Just hold this for a few breaths. Whoever's comfortable, we don't want to start out with too deep of a spinal twist. Come back to center. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Place our right hand behind us, left hand on our right knee. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, twist to the right. Take a few breaths here. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, come back to center. Now we're going to interlace our fingers underneath our right thigh, our left leg tucked underneath us as if we were half cross-legged. Inhale, we're going to extend our leg out in front of us, flex our foot. Exhale, we're going to pull our knee into our chest, keeping our back straight. So go with your own breath. We're going to inhale, extend. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull in. 2 more. Inhale, extend. Inhale. Placing your foot back down on the ground. Now we're going to do some knee circles. I'm going to try to draw a circle with our toes, or our heel, no, with our toes, yeah. Just gently, wherever you're at. If you have weak knees, just do little circles. You just want to get some movement in there. Go ahead and few circles to the right. And switch direction. And exhale, come back to seated. Now before we move on, let's just roll out our wrists a little bit. Or not our wrists, our ankles. To the right and to the left. Very good. And relax. We're going to do the other side. Let's bring our left to the ground. We're going to interlace our fingers behind our left thigh. Inhale, we're going to flex our foot and extend. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull in. And again, it doesn't matter where your leg is. If you're just bringing it out straight in front of you, that's good. If you want to lift it up higher, that's also fine. Just make sure that you're going with your own breath. And you might experience a little bit of discomfort, but if you experience any pain, please take it back. You don't want to be in pain. Let's do 2 more. And try to keep your back straight during this. Relax. And do some knee circles. So bring your leg up and just start drawing a circle with your foot. Again, trying to keep your back straight, your shoulders away from your ears. And the other direction. And relax. And once more with our ankles. Roll it out to the side. Draw a big circle with your toes, pointing and flexing, and the other direction. Lovely. Placing our left foot back down on the ground, we're gonna place both our hands behind us for some leverage and take our right ankle and put our right ankle over our left knee. If this is a good stretch for you, stay here. You should feel it right in the bottom half of your glutes, a little bit in your hip. If not, you can bring your foot a little bit closer and use your legs to push your chest a little bit closer to your calf. Now just find a place that's comfortable for you and inhale. And exhale. We're just going to take a few breaths here. One more breath. Exhale, bend back a little bit and release that leg. And we'll switch to the other ones. Bring our left ankle over our right knee. And again, try to make sure that your ankle is a little bit over your knee. You don't want to be placing any pressure on your ankle, so make sure it's not your foot on your knee. So we're going to inhale ourselves a little bit and then exhale, release into the stretch. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, go ahead and release that foot. All right, now get to any standing asanas. Do one more, we'll lay down on the ground. And bring your feet sort of closer to your hips so that when your arms are extended out, just your fingertips are touching the back of your heels. I'll demonstrate first and then we can do this, but we're going to inhale. We're going to lift our hips up. We're going to interlace our fingers underneath our hips. We're going to rotate our shoulders under. So we get a little bit of bend and we're pushing through our shoulders, using our arms as leverage, and also really grounding through our quads and our feet. You should not feel any pressure on your lower back during this. If you do, try to just lower yourself a little bit more or flatten your hands out on the ground. So laying down, touching the backs of our heels, we're going to inhale, lift our hips up to the sky, interlace our fingers, and our shoulders under. Your head should be straight, staying in line with your spine. Don't look side to side in this position. And just feel the nice, gentle back bend. Really engage your quads and your glutes, pushing down through your feet. And exhale, release. Then do one more set. So inhale, bring our hips back up. And breathe. One more breath out. And exhale, come down, release your hands. And go ahead and just windshield wiper your knees back and forth. And inhale, come to center. We're going to extend our legs out in front of us. And we're going to do just a little bit of a leg stretch. Yeah. So inhale, flex your right foot straight up to wherever is comfortable. If you have a strap or a towel or a blanket or something at this point, this is a great time to sort of give yourself more leverage. Otherwise, you can interlace your hands underneath your thigh or your leg, wherever's comfortable. So inhale, you're going to extend. And exhale, pull your leg a little bit closer. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release any tension. Once you find a comfortable position, we're just going to stay here. Two more breaths. Inhale. And the next inhale, and extend our leg out. And on the exhale, we're going to open our leg out to the side. So again, you can use your right hand to support your leg if that's comfortable, so that you're not flopping over. You want to keep the hip on the ground at this point. If you're lower down, that's also fine. You can just let your foot rest on the ground. We're really looking for a stretch in that right inside hip. Using our left hand to anchor our left hip on the ground. And breathe. Two more breaths. Inhale. And exhale, bend your knee, bring it back through center, extend it out in front of you. If you'd like, this is a good time to also just roll out your hip a little bit. Out to the side. And in the other direction. Extend that range of movement. Inhale and exhale, release your foot. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So inhale, we're gonna, I'm gonna come on the other side. Inhale, we're gonna extend our left leg up straight into the sky. Inhale, flex. Exhale, releasing tension, pull it a little bit closer if possible. Inhale, flex and straighten that leg. Exhale, put a little closer. Once you're in a comfortable position, go ahead and stay there. I'm going to take 5 breaths here. 4. 3. 2. 1. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, we're going to open our leg out to the side. Again, using your left leg for support, or your left arm for support if necessary. Also, if you have a scarf or a towel or something, it's also a time to use that. That's okay. Take 3 more breaths here. 2. And 1. Inhale, come back to center. And go ahead and just give your hip a little rotation there. And the other way. Inhale, we're going to bring our knee into our chest. You're going to take your left knee with your right hand and twist over to the right. Extend your left arm out straight and let your gaze follow your left arm. Try to keep both shoulders on the ground in this position. Inhale and exhale. Tension you're holding in your back. It's a slightly deeper twist a little bit earlier on. Just go wherever feels comfortable. And a few breaths here. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Deeply into your diaphragm and exhale. 1 more. And inhale, bring your knee into your chest. And exhale, straight out in front of you. Now the other leg, inhale, bring your right knee into your chest. Take your right knee with your left hand. Stretch your right arm out to the side. Inhale and exhale, twist over to the left. And let your gaze follow your right hand. Try and keep both shoulders on the ground. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And exhale, inhale. Bring your knee back into center. And on our next breath, we're going to bring our other leg also into our chest. Go ahead and just rolling your legs around, feel that little gentle massage for your lower back, for your spine. If you'd like to do a few rolls up and down, a good time for that. And coming back flat onto your back, we'll take our hands and grab the outsides of the middle of our feet and come up to happy baby. Go ahead and just play with your legs here. Feel what your body needs. Go ahead and extend one side, extend the other, extend both. Just walk your feet around. Take a deep breath and back to center. I'm just going to move up a little bit more on my mat. We're going to do candlestick and then plow. So I suppose it's important to make sure that your elbows are situated firmly on the ground so that you can support your hips. So we're going to inhale, we're going to bring our legs up, place our hands at the really at the very bottom of our lower back, right before our hips, right like below our hips, yeah. And inhale, extend your legs straight up. In this position, your weight should be on your shoulders. Try to make sure your neck is completely straight on the ground. Your chin is tucked, and don't look side to side because that could cause some really bad pinching. If you'd like, you can also move your hands up a little bit further up your back And point your toes. Take 2 breaths here. Actually 3. One more. Inhale. And with our last breath, we're going to come down into plow. So bring our feet straight back behind us and to wherever's comfortable. If you want to just stay balanced sort of on your shoulder, right here, it's fine. You can place your feet down on the ground and lift your hips over your shoulders. That's fine. You can interlace your hands and extend them straight back behind you. Try to keep your feet straight in this position no matter where you are. If you're having a hard time, go ahead and roll back a little bit onto your back. You can even extend your hands out behind you and interlace them for a little bit more leverage and balance. Let's take 3 breaths here. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, roll out. Great. A little bit of an inversion can be a bit much on our head. So let's just take a moment and sit back in child's pose. Sitting on your knees, bring your knees out just a little bit. Your feet on the floor behind you. And just stand straight out. Send your forehead down on your mat. Take a breath here. Feel free to come to child's pose at any point. Just needs a little bit of comfort. Take a breath. Inhale, we're going to come to tabletop. And I'm going to put my hair up really quick. So here we are in tabletop. Our wrists are underneath our shoulders and our knees are underneath our hips. If at any point your wrists start hurting, you can put your hands in fists. That'll also work. And if you have weak knees, this is also a good time to place either a towel or a blanket underneath your knees. So inhale, we're going to arch our back, look up to the sky. Exhale, curve, look at your belly button. Inhale up. Exhale, curve. And go with the flow of your own breath. Trying to make the movement last for your whole breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Bring back to neutral. We're going to do the same movement, but this time we're going to add our legs into it. So inhale, we're going to flex our right foot, lift it straight back. Arch our back, look up. And exhale, pull our knee into, try to touch our nose. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, pull in. Inhale up. Exhale in. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale in. 1 more. Inhale up. Exhale in. And back to tabletop. We're going to do another leg lift in this position. But this time we're lifting our right leg out to the side. So inhale, we're gonna lift our right leg straight out. Exhale down, don't let your knee touch the ground. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Great. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So what we did earlier, we're gonna inhale, flex our left foot, bring it all the way straight up, arch our back, look up. Exhale, bring our knee in, touch our nose. Inhale, extend straight up. Exhale, pull in. Inhale up. More. Inhale up. Exhale, pull in. Inhale up. Exhale, pull in. And then center again, same lift on the other side. Inhale, we're gonna lift our left leg straight out to the side. Exhale down, don't let your knee touch the ground. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down again. Try and keep our back straight during this. Inhale up. Exhale down. Great. I'd like to take a second to pause and those. That's totally fine. Clean up the mat a little bit. Now we're gonna do one of my favorite shoulder exercises. I'm gonna thread the needle. So we're gonna inhale, reach our left arm all the way up to the sky, lower gaze up, and exhale. Thread our left hand between our knee and our other hand. Inhale up. Exhale, thread through. Inhale up. Exhale through. 2 more. Exhale, thread through, and this time we're gonna place our shoulders and our heads down on the ground. Inhale, extend your right hand straight up to the sky. Roll your shoulder, added twist. You can bend that right arm, grab your left thigh, and give yourself a little bit more leverage. 3 breaths here. 2. 1. And inhale, placing our right hand down on the ground. We're going to push ourselves back up into tabletop. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side. So inhale, we're going to reach all the way up. Exhale, thread through. Inhale up. Exhale, thread through. Inhale up. Exhale through. More. Inhale up. Exhale through. 1 more. Exhale, thread through. Bring your right shoulder and head down. And extend left arm up to the sky. The breath you're in. If you'd like, you can bend that arm. Grab your right thigh. Give yourself a little bit more leverage. Looking over your left shoulder, up towards the ceiling. Or the sky if you're outside, that would be nice. Take 3 more breaths here. 2. And 1. Inhale, we're going to place our left hand back on the ground. Push ourselves back up into tabletop. Before we move on, just go ahead and give yourself a little bit of movement here. Allow your hips, your shoulders, your neck, whatever needs to be moved. And now we're going to tuck our toes behind us. And we're gonna push back into downward facing dog. In this position, make sure that you're rooting through all of your fingers. They should be splayed out and strongly pushing down into the ground. You're rotating your shoulders away from your ears and trying to flatten out your back. Rotating your tailbone up to the sky. And pressing your heels down into the ground. Go ahead and just walk out your heels a little in this position. Okay, no, this is fine. Okay, so inhale, I'm gonna lift my left leg straight up to the sky. And exhale, I'm gonna bend and open up my hips, and stretch through my front hip, and really pushing down through your hands so you're not putting any undue pressure on your lower back. If this is a comfortable position for you, you can stay here. If you have space, I would also recommend placing a little bit of weight. So you should transfer your weight over to your right leg and your right hand. Place your left arm outside your mat and open up your hips to look straight up to the sky. Your left leg is now on the ground, as is your right. You can root through both of them. You can push up. And now we're going to come back to downward facing dog. And we do the same thing on the other side. If you find that you're kind of in a plank position, maybe try to bring your hands and your feet a little bit closer together so that you can bring your hips higher up into the sky. So inhale, you're going to bring your right foot straight up. Exhale, open up to the side. Really pushing through your front hands. Your hip will open. Move over a little bit so I don't hit my TV. Inhale. And we're gonna gently open up to the back. Keeping both legs straight. Our hips are going up towards the sky. Your hand is stretching out over us. 2 breaths here. And next inhale, back to a downward facing dog. So again, we're going to lift our right foot a little bit of time, and we're going to place our right foot next to our right hand. We're going to come up into warrior one. So our right foot is straight out in front of us. Our right leg is at a 90-degree angle. We might need to bring our back foot in a little bit so that our left at a 45-degree angle. Our hips are facing straight forward. Our shoulders are in line with our hips. 90-degree angle in the front. And inhale, you're going to reach up and look up. And breathe. And bending a little bit further into that stretch if comfortable. Making sure that your back heel is on the ground and you're feeling that stretch through your hamstring, your left hamstring. Two more breaths here. Make sure you roll your shoulders away from your ears. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, we're going to open up to warrior two. Hands come out to the side. Our gaze follows our front middle finger. Our knee is in line with our toe. And our back foot is at a 90-degree angle to our front foot. Your shoulders away from your ears, elongating your back, and looking over that front hand. Bend a little bit into that stretch if possible. 2 more breaths. And we're going to flip our front hand, Bring our left hand behind us, either behind our back or on our thigh. Inhale, exhale, we're gonna bend back for a gentle stretch through our front body. Going straight back over your back leg. 2 breaths here, rolling your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, we're gonna come back, place our right elbow on our right leg or our hand on the ground. If you have a block here, this is also a great time to grab a block. Inhale, we're gonna extended side angle, reaching our left arm over our left ear and allowing our gaze to follow that. Two more breaths. Now inhale, we're gonna come to a runner's lunge. Somewhere where you're comfortable. Again, you can either come up and place your left elbow on your right knee and extend your right arm up to the sky if that's comfortable. Or you can place your left hand right inside your right arm and look up to the sky. Another gentle twist. Two more breaths. Inhale, we're going to come back to center, drop our left knee onto the ground. You can either stay here for a stretch through your quad, or you can push up with your right leg for that additional stretch. Or if you'd like, you can bend your left knee and grab it with your hand. Wherever's comfortable, you don't want to push yourself too much. You can also stay with both hands on the ground, just your knee straight down on the ground. Let's take 2 more breaths here. You should feel a stretch through your front quad, right up here, all the way up through your psoas muscle. The next inhale, we're going to push up a little bit. And exhale, we're going to bend back onto our left knee, straighten our right foot out in front of us, flexing our foot. Trying to make sure that our hips are in line with one another. They're not like off kilter. So take a good stretch through your right hamstring. Try and keep your back straight. You can bend down. This isn't about curving your back to get your nose towards your knee. If anything, it's about getting your stomach closer to your thigh. And wherever you are, wherever is comfortable for you. Let's take 2 more breaths. And to finish up our combination on our right side, we're going to come to pigeon. So supporting yourself a little bit, go ahead and place your left shin on the ground, wherever is comfortable. If you'd like a deeper stretch, you can try to extend your foot out to a figure 4 position. That's kind of a lot, so I keep mine bent. Should feel a stretch with your back glutes. And if you'd like, you can stay up here and push yourself back a little bit if you like that stretch. Or come to your elbows, whatever's comfortable for you. And deep breaths here. In and out through the nose. 2 more breaths. On our next inhale, I'm going to bring our hands under us to support us. Tuck our left toes underneath. Inhale, we're going to push back up into downward facing dog. Go ahead and take a second in downward facing dog to check with your body, see how you're feeling, see if it's any different than it was. See if your left side feels any different than your right. We're going to do the same combination on the other side. So inhale, we're going to lift our left leg up to the sky, and then place our left foot inside our left hand, coming up to warrior one. Our back foot's at 45 degrees. Our front foot is facing forward. Our front knee is at 90 degrees, and our hips and our shoulders are both facing straight forward. Inhale, bring your arm up. You can either look forward or look straight up at your arms, really anchoring through your back heel, facing your full foot back and around, and breathe. And making sure your shoulders are rolled away from your ears. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale, we're going to extend up, our right foot out to 90 degrees, maybe step it back a bit. Open up our arms, come to warrior two. Our front knee is in line with our front toes. It's not falling in, straight out. And also see if you can rotate your back knee to be in line with your back foot a little bit. Inhale, extend up, roll your shoulders away. Exhale, bend into the pose a little bit further. Breathing deeply. Let's take 2 more breaths. Inhale, we're going to flip our left hand, place our right hand behind us. Inhale, exhale, bend back for a gentle twist, for a gentle front body side stretch. 2 breaths here. Inhale, we're going to come back to center, placing either our left elbow on our left knee or our left hand to the inside of our left knee. Going to rotate our right arm up and over for an extended side angle. Allow your gaze to follow the extended arm and try to keep your shoulders rolled away from your ears. Two more breaths. Inhale, we're going to come through runner's lunge. And we're going to, making sure that our front knee is not coming over our front ankle. And lifting our back knee up off the ground. Come up to holding ourselves here. Or if you'd like to just stay down, that's also fine. Just take 2 breaths here. Now placing our right hand either on the ground or our right elbow on our knee that's more comfortable. For block, this is also a good time. We're going to inhale and extend our left arm up to the sky, gentle twist. 2 more breaths. Inhale and come back to center. Gonna bring our right leg, our right knee down to the ground. If this is a comfortable stretch for your front hip and for your front psoas, you can go ahead and stay here. If you'd like, also press yourself up off of your left knee. Again, making sure that your knee never comes in front of your ankle, so you're not placing any extra strain on your ankle. Or if you'd like a slightly deeper stretch, you can bend your back knee and grab your right foot with your left hand. And breathe. Two more breaths. Exhale, release your foot. And again, we're going to sit back on our right knee, flex our left foot, straighten out that leg so that we get a good stretch through our hamstring, and we're sitting back just a little bit. Again, trying to make sure that your hips are square, facing straight forward. Inhale and exhale. Trying to bend straight over that knee. Let's take 2 more breaths. Inhale. We're going to come to pigeons, wherever that's comfortable for you. If you want to step back a little bit. And then place your shin on the ground, your forward, your hands. Scooting your right leg back behind you a bit. If you're comfortable here, you can stay here. Or come down to your elbows. Just feel a good stretch in your hips and our hips. And when we're sitting all day, we don't get a lot of stretches going in there. And just relax this position. Two more breaths. Inhale, and push ourselves up. And don't bother coming all the way up, just bring that leg out behind you. We're gonna lower ourselves down onto our stomach. We're gonna do a gentle back bend. If you're comfortable with a cobra, you'll place your elbows and your hands flat on the ground, rotate your shoulders away from your ears, push up, looking up. If your back hurts, then you might want, so this is actually a baby cobra. If you want to do a full cobra, again, press up to your hands, being mindful of your lower back, that you're not placing too much stress there. Or if you'd like to come to an upward facing dog, you're going to root through the tops of your feet so that only your feet and your hands are on the ground. Extend your back and look up. Take a few breaths here. And exhale, release, come all the way down to the ground. Just do a few breaths. So propping ourselves up a little bit, we're gonna take our right leg, bring it out to the side into half frog. Wherever you're comfortable. If you'd like to stay here, you can stay here. You can come down to the ground. Some opening in your hip. Just take a few breaths here. Inhale, push up. Extend your leg back out behind you. And bring your leg out to the side, also to half frog. Can't see, but there it is. Inhale and exhale, release. Open the other side. If you'd like an additional stretch, you can push yourself up on the other side using your right arm for leverage. Push your left leg a little bit further down. And push your left hip a little bit further down, I should say. Two more breaths. And release. And go ahead. Roll over onto your mat. And we'll come into Shavasana. So extending your legs out in front of you, almost in a star shape, in a starfish position. Letting your feet fall out to the side, your knees fall out to the side. And down on your back, rolling your shoulders, shoulder blades underneath you, flat on the ground. Hands a little bit off the mat, also palms facing straight up to the sky. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your breath. Do a little check-in with your body. See how you're feeling, see how it might differ from how you were feeling earlier today. And whenever you feel comfortable, rolling over onto your side to a bit of a fetal position. Hold here for a breath. And using your right arm, push yourself up. And meet me back in seated. Thank you all so much for joining me today. It's lovely practicing with you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I hope I see you next week. Thank you.